useful and insightful the first time I heard it. Why? Because it really helps us whenever we're in a very challenging moment of a conversation. It helps us look at it and don't be so fearful and think, oh my God, we're gonna die, we're never gonna go anywhere. It's a very useful pattern. Like he said, it's called the breath pattern, and it can also be used for design, and I'll talk a little bit about it later. How does it go? So every time that we have a conversation, actually conversations have a shape. Did you know that? This is the shape of a conversation. It's not a Christmas tree, it's a conversation. And what do we need for a conversation to happen? So the first thing is a purpose or a question. It can be as simple as, I'm hungry. Where am I gonna have dinner tonight? And here, since we're learning how to host and harvest meaningful conversations, we're looking for meaningful purposes, meaningful questions. In the afternoon, we're gonna talk more about how to craft meaningful questions. And then, when you have the question, you're also aiming for some sort of outcome, right? So if you're hungry, you want to find a place for eating. Maybe, when I was walking here from the station, I saw this falafel place, and I saw this Indian pizza place. I found a very funny combination, Indian pizza place. It's good. And here in the training, we call it many times harvest. And we're going to talk more about it tomorrow, or if you signed up for the harvesting team. Why do we call this harvest? But there's something that happened in between this funny shape here. What is it that happens? So whenever we ask the question, what we want, we are inviting as many ideas as possible. We're inviting diversity. And in this phase we call it divergence. So we're opening up possibilities. We're inviting to the conversation the people that need to be there, the experts that need to be there, the creatives that need to be there. So we can have some cool new ideas. And to get to the outcome, there's another phase that happens. It's called the convergence. So this is the phase where you get to resolution. You get to do lists. You get to the next phase. How are you going to put that into action? Maybe KPIs. You really get to concreteness. But to get there, we go through a phase that is called emergence. Well, many times you don't do it, actually. You go straight there. Sometimes you're so hungry, and I just want to get something in my stomach, and I'll go to the falafel, like I did 2 days ago. But sometimes you want some new ideas, some innovation. And this phase here is challenging because there's the unknown. And where is he? When you're talking about the co-creation, the challenge of co-creation. Wow. So it's not easy. If you invite different people in the room, you have to listen to everything. You have to really pay attention and find what's new. And this phase can be very uncomfortable, like we heard in the co-creation challenge. And that's why we also call it groan zone. You're growing. This thing is really, are you diving deep or are you just drowning? But you can also look at it as a grow zone. And that's the invitation here. And that's the magic of understanding this pattern. Because if you go and tell your team, you're in this moment where, oh my God, you're never going to make it. We're dying. You're not going to go anywhere. And then you can say, hey, this is a moment to have a new idea, a new innovation. Yay, let's celebrate it. Let's stay there longer. But what happens many times is that we don't want to go there. We don't want to be on that phase. You don't want to be growing so much, right? So we try to close as fast as possible and get to an outcome as fast as possible. But if we stick to it, if you stay there, some really cool ideas can come. And I'll give you 2 quick little stories of how this happens, because this can be used as a sense-making tool, but also a design tool. So we use this to design the training. We had a big divergence, emergence, convergence, the breath pattern in a paper, and we designed the training thinking of that, because at the beginning of a training, how does it look like? We're opening up with our cafe, new ideas, and today that we're diving deep, we're probably gonna be here today a lot. A lot of things will be coming, a lot of new thinking, a lot of new ideas, and then we're gonna get somewhere more to the end of the training. Now, a little story that I have, an epic fail that I had in Vietnam. Is Chang here? No? Hope she doesn't mind, no doubt. Our secret. So we wanted to design so we're working together. There's a leadership school called Nomads in Hanoi. And we usually organize trainings for workshops, programs for people who are 18 to 35 years old. And we kept hearing, but you need to have something for older people. I'm 50 years old and there's nothing for me. And then we said, okay, yeah, maybe let's organize something. Haley's also there, I remember that. And yeah, okay, let's have ideas, and we diverge and have a lot. Let's invite those people who told us about that. We called them, but they said, oh, sorry, you can't be there in the meeting. Okay, we had ideas, and we stayed a lot in the grounds. Oh my God, we really don't understand those people. Oh, yeah, let's design something. And then we came up with ideas with the design and the marketing plan, and spent a lot of time to invite those people. Guess how many people came to the program? 0. Epic fail. Weeks of useless work. No, not useless. Now it's useful to tell you the story. So we didn't invite the people who are actually asking for it. We didn't know them. We didn't know what they need. So you need to know that who needs to be here with us, so we can have real innovation, real outcomes that really go deeper and go where it needs to go. Epic fail. And I'll tell a quick success. Where's Joe? Joe Oliver? Okay. So I was working with Joe and his team in China. We did many projects together. And there was one that I think was a really cool success. It was really similar. We were invited, the question was, Daimler, Mercedes-Benz invited our team to help all those managers to think about how's the future of China, how's it going to be, and how technology is going to influence that. And they said, okay, can you guide us for 3 days doing that? They asked us. I said, sure. But who needs to be in this conversation? If you just let those managers there, you're going to be so biased about what they know about the world, about their work, their silos. And we thought, okay, it's about the future of China, right? What did we do? We invited a bunch of high school kids. Can you imagine that room with all those high-level managers of Mercedes-Benz, with those 12, 13-year-olds? It was so cool. It was so cool. So if you're talking about the future of China, you need to have the people who are the future of China here. And if you're going to talk about technology, those are the people who really know about technology, because they grew up with that. And we had those amazing, amazing conversations. And they came up with really exciting things. And people were telling his team, you're the guys who are going to change this company. This is amazing. I've never been in any. It was the best workshop I've ever been since I've been here for, I don't know, so many years. And they came up with really, really cool stuff. So I'm telling the story because there's an element of this that's really important to keep in mind. If it's about them, don't do it without them. Because there's so many things here that we don't know, that we don't even know that we don't know, that we need to invite those people in to co-create those solutions, those ideas, those new insights. Okay? And the last thing that I want to comment on. Each person usually have places here that you feel more comfortable with. For example, I love this area here. So I study design, I consider myself a bit creative, and I love having new ideas, and I stay here, and ideas. I swim in ideas. Because this looks really scary. This area here, I'll take 20 workshops before I start thinking about how to create a new project, you know. I imagine there's some people like this here as well. But I started to learn a bit more how to be comfortable here. So here usually people who are systems thinkers, philosophers, people who enjoy complexity, chaos, they really are chaos, yes. Let's stay here longer. Let's swim here in chaos. And there are people who are like, oh really, let's get something done, please. Rational thinkers, engineers. Let's go there, right? And it's okay. And it's really important that we have in our teams people who are comfortable with different areas, so we can co-create something, so we can all support each other, right? So be aware of it. Like, who's where? Because sometimes you're in a team that everybody's a dreamer, and nothing ever happens. Right? Okay. So I have a very quick invitation. So we're gonna just take 3 minutes. Find one person beside you. If you're alone, there's not another. You can be groups of 3 as well. Just 3 minutes. Talk about what's the part of this pattern where you feel more comfortable with, and talk to each other so you understand each other's perspective. See if you like the same one or if you're comfortable with something completely opposite. Okay, just take 3 minutes, and I'll ring the bell.